Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami, and in this episode of ONEWE, I'm gonna be reacting to a release by ONEWE called A Book in Memory. But the thing is, I'm not sure whether this is a comeback or not, because didn't they came back very recently? Like, I'm pretty sure that they did in like early fall maybe? I don't know, I don't remember, but the important fact is that I don't remember, I'm not sure whether this is a comeback or not, so I'm not exactly sure how I should treat this, but I guess getting into the song we're gonna find out anyway. But before we get into this, I just want to quickly say, if you want to be joining this video, I would really appreciate it if you go over to my Patreon and donate any amount by your own choosing, or subscribe to any of the tiers that I've created over there. Because as much as I enjoy doing these videos for free and for fun and for you guys, I have to support myself in some ways. So considering the fact that I can't make money off of these videos for two reasons. First one being that I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and you need 1,000 subscribers to be able to make money off of AdSense. And two, even if I had 1,000 subscribers, these videos get claimed by the company, so all the money that I could have made will go to the companies. I would ask you really nicely if you are able to donate any amount over on Patreon, because I will keep doing these videos no matter what, don't get me wrong. But going over to Patreon would do so much and support me so much, and I would really appreciate it. But I also don't want to guilt trip you into doing so, so if you don't want to do it, don't feel like you have to. There are other ways to help me out as well, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. Those three things help me just as much, so if you can't do the Patreon, this is the second best thing you can do, so please do one of those things. But anyway, let's get into what you're here for, that being the reaction. So without further ado, let's get into ONEWE, A Book in Memory, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is going to be a ballad, pretty much a ballad. That's fine. I really love their warm vocals. Everybody from their company has this warm kind of vocals, and I love it. Oh yeah, it's a good ballad. Ooh, that sounds good. I've explained before why I don't tend to listen to ballads that much, but I'm probably gonna give this song a genuine try to listen to, even in my free time, because it sounds so good already. ONEWE for me are genuinely one of the groups that I tend to underrate, like take them for granted kind of way, because I like them a lot, but they're not really like my top, but they're probably in my top 10 to 15 groups. I just tend to take their music for granted, because it's good, but I don't really focus on them that much. I love that blue lighting. It looks so good. Okay, so is this a comeback? Because this said first single album, that means that it's just a single, but does this count as a comeback? Because if it counts as a comeback, I have to compare it to their other songs that have been title tracks and comebacks. In which case, I would still consider this song good, but it would be very different kind of thing compared to like End of Spring, I believe it was, and I don't remember the other song, A Song Written Easily, but that might be by ONEWE, so I might be confusing them with that. But the point is, it's a very different kind of comeback that I'm not sure whether it's okay to compare. So write down in the comments whether this is a comeback, considered a comeback or not. For me, I'm not gonna treat it as a comeback, and I'm just gonna base it on its own. And for what it is, it's a ballad song, which, as I've said before, even though I surprisingly like ballad songs, I just don't tend to listen to them that much, because most of the time when I listen to K-pop is when I'm going somewhere, like going to the shop, going to hospital, traveling somewhere or something like that. That's when I tend to listen to the most. And during those times, I'm more into being pumped up, or just listening to hard-hitting songs is what I tend to listen to the most. It's not that frequent that I'm in the mood of listening to a very emotional or soulful song like this, because this sounds good, like genuinely good. And if I was in the right mood, I would probably listen to it, no problem whatsoever. But with the life that I'm living, only these kind of hard-hitting songs kind of fit any situation. Like if I'm angry, I can listen to them. If I'm happy, I can listen to them. If I feel like I can listen to them. Well, for these songs, I feel like you just need to be in the very specific mood. At least I need to be in a very specific mood to listen to. Like, I think I've talked about this a long time ago, but these kind of songs I used to listen to before I started the YouTube channel. I used to listen to whenever I was super sad or depressed, or maybe even suicidal, because there was a time where I was feeling like that. And my YouTube channel has helped me a lot with that. I've been so much happier and feeling like I have a purpose in life ever since I created the YouTube channel. So thank you guys for that. And I haven't really had the reason to listen to these kind of songs. Even some songs like this from groups that I love, like BTS's The Truth Untold. I haven't really listened to that song ever since I created the YouTube channel, because I haven't felt in the mood to listen to that, even though it's a good song. But yeah, there's not much to say about this. Like, I like it. The vocals are amazing, just like every RBW group is. And as I said in the beginning of the reaction, I just love the kind of warm vocals that any idol from that company has. I guess that's what people call maybe vocalists who happen to be idols. Like the idols from that company tend to be considered that, I guess. Or maybe that just applies to Mamamoo? I don't know. Yeah, I like this song, but if you compare it to title tracks, it definitely lags behind because I like End of Spring a lot. It's the song by ONEWE that I've listened to the most, and I actually still haven't reacted to that album, so that's funny. But yeah, in terms of the rating, if we're rating it only on its own, it's definitely gonna get a 10 out of 10. It's a good song with no faults whatsoever. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. The verses are strong, the chorus is strong, the instrumental is strong, the music video is great. Even though there's not much happening, but with this kind of song, you don't need to have much happening. But if we have to compare it to the other title tracks, it's probably gonna be like an 8 out of 10 for me. And I was already explained why, because it's a very different kind of title track, and if it's a single, it's fine, but if it is considered like a comeback, it's not very much like a K-pop comeback kind of song. It's very different, so if I rate it in comparison to those songs, I have to rate it by the K-pop style, how similar it is to the K-pop style, you know? I have to rate it in the framework of the K-pop style, so if it's doing something like this, I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because it doesn't sound like other K-pop songs, you know? Hopefully you get what I mean. But yeah, it's definitely a song going to my playlist. I'll try to listen to it more. And yeah, for this kind of song, I honestly don't really feel the need to react to it a second time. So, and yeah, oh my god, I almost forgot to react to it a second time. What the hell? I guess let's get into it one more time in 3, 2, 1. How did I forget that? Oh my god. I mean, with the kind of song that this song is, you don't even really need a second listen, but I'm doing it anyway. This song definitely would work better for me if I could understand what he was singing. And I even am enrolled in university to study Korean, but it ended up being a little bit too much of a pain. And he really enunciates these words in a cool way. The vocal technique is pretty good. Like, I'm not a vocal coach or anything like that, but I've tried to train my voice to sound less masculine. And I realize how hard it is because it's probably pretty much a very similar technique for singers as well. But it's so cool when you manage to actually control your voice like that, so. This is a really great song. Okay, I know we didn't say much during the second reaction, but as I already said, I pretty much almost forgot to do a second reaction and just did it because I do it for every video. So yeah, I don't really have much to add to it. It definitely felt even more emotional, and I felt more emotional attachment to this song on the second listen, so I'll almost definitely be listening to it, at least for a little bit in my personal time as well. Because it is a really good song, but I still feel like it's a 10 out of 10 if we take it on its own as a title track of a comeback. I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10 because it just doesn't compare to the other songs, because it doesn't really feel like a K-pop title track. But it is a good song nonetheless, so I'm glad I listened to it, and it's definitely going to my playlist. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out this video description to my Twitter if you don't follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos to my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!